Before we get into Devin,
all right, go ahead.
All right, before we get into Devin, man, you made me lose my damn train of thought. We were so Keyshawn and Shakur talk about that they would never fight each other, right? They often say that. You know how this boxing game is like, it's prize fighting, right? And I remember Errol Spence said it one time, he's like, man, if you my brother, then let's get this money together, right? Like, if the money's
you
out
said
there,
it too.
Right? So Shakur's fighting at 140, obviously, right?
Yeah.
He's fighting Teofimo Lopez. He's your brother, you just said it. But could that fight happen to prove who's the best in the world if it ever came to it? And how does that happen? What does it look like? How does that conversation happen between you and Shakur?
I've told Shakur before, like me and him was in the car. I think we was actually on the way to get dinner or something, or on the way to my house.
Right.
I told Shakur, I said, the money right, brother, we're fighting because I'm not always gonna be young and able to make this type of money.
Right.
So if the money's right, I'm fighting. I said, I don't know what you and Keyshawn got going on, but me and you, if they put the right numbers on that table, we gonna fight. And he was like, I respect it, fuck it, we gotta do it.
Richardson Hitchins sets the record straight, makes Keyshawn and Shakur look really kind of bad in the process. So in this video, I'm gonna take you through it and let you know what we talking about. Now, the clip you heard was from Ring Champs. They have an interview exclusive with Richardson Hitchins, and you heard him. He was like, I was in the whip with Shakur, and the topic came up, and he's like, I'm not always going to be a young fighter and able-bodied, sound mind, you know, to the point where I can get this bag. So despite us being friends, if the right offer presented itself, it's up. That is the mindset of a fighter. I don't know what the rest of the people in this new generation are doing, but I love to hear it from Richardson Hitchins. You don't have to be enemies. Like, in fact, just for the record, one of the people that I look up to is Kobe Bryant. I've always been vocal about that. Him and Michael Jordan and Iverson are probably my greatest, most favorite basketball players of all time, right? For different reasons. But Kobe and Iverson, two people, again, this is my top list, right? I grew up in that era where they were playing, right? And I remember Iverson talking about Kobe's work ethic, and, you know, he called Kobe, he was in LA, and he was like, yeah, we're going to the club, and, you know, Kobe was, well, he was practicing, blah, blah, blah. So it shows you that despite him playing with the 76ers at the time and Kobe being a Laker, they were still cool off the court, right? And so on and so forth. So it's sport. You don't have to. The only exception I have is, for real, is actual brothers. I don't expect the Charlo brothers to fight each other, or DB3 to fight each other, or the Klitschko brothers to fight. I'm not expecting nothing like that, right? I don't expect Gary Russell to fight Gary Antoine Russell, and so on and so forth. That's just stupid. But Hitchins doing this interview, it makes Keyshawn and Shakur look bad because they got the little besties network, and he's saying the opposite. He was like, yo, it's up. If we have to fight, we got to fight. If that money makes sense, no hard feelings.
We got to do it.
Oh, so
and he looked at me. He looked at me. I'm gonna fuck you up though. And I said, all right, let's fight.
You know, Shakur's always been.
And he laughed about it, right? Then he laughed about it.
No, it's no friend. Listen, me and Shakur box. It's extremely competitive. In the ring, it's no friend. Listen, me and Shakur box.
Bro, the man said in the ring, there's no friends, which is what I've been saying from day one. Ooh, I'm on fire.
In the ring.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I feel like in boxing, in the ring, is no friend. Listen, me and Shakur box. It's extremely competitive. I think we box the same day Boots just fought at 154. We boxed that same day. I mean, everybody expect me to be like, Shakur's gonna win easily, right?
Well, that's what we think.
Now, pay attention, because Keyshawn comes up again, and Richardson Hitchins pretty much says that he knows he can't beat Shakur.
All right, let's you
know, Shakur's always had that type of energy. He's like, yeah, you know, I got close people, but ain't no friends in boxing really in the ring.
Yeah.
Now, the host, what he just said didn't make any sense. He just said Shakur.
That's fine.
Shakur's always had that type of energy. It's like, yeah.
Shakur's always had that type of energy. Listen.
I got close people, but ain't no friends in boxing.
I got close people, but ain't no friends in boxing. That is not true because all these interviews from Shakur, he not talking about ain't no friends in boxing. He was like, I would never fight Keyshawn. Give me $1 billion and give Keyshawn 500 mil and me 500 mil, AKA nobody's paying that. So that don't even make sense to paint it like Shakur said ain't no friends in boxing when that's literally the opposite of what he said.
The type of energy is like, yeah, I got close people, but ain't no friends in boxing really in the ring.
That hasn't been Shakur's energy, so I don't even understand that comment. But let's keep going.
Extremely competitive. I think we boxed the same day Boots just fought at 154. We boxed that same day in Philly, and it was super competitive because it's like he feel like he's a guy, I feel like I'm a guy.
But do you believe what him and Keyshawn say, that they would never fight each other, or do you think that could change depending on how big the fight got?
I feel like it could change. Like me, I don't want to talk about their friendship. I don't want to be like try to start nothing on air. Like this person or this or this.
No, it's just your opinion on it.
I feel like Keyshawn respects Shakur more than Shakur respects him. I feel like Keyshawn is more little bro. Like it's more like I respect like Mr. Miyagi. Like it's like I respect him. And Shakur has more empathy and sympathy. Like this is my little brother, this is my little man.
The man said he got more sympathy and empathy.
I helped groom him. Right. I helped raise this kid. Wow. And I don't want to fight him. I have like a personal relationship with him. But I feel like Shakur has that dog mentality. Right. He's gonna if the fight was supposed to present itself and Keyshawn was like he's with it or like Keyshawn even said fuck it, Shakur wouldn't be like you're my brother, I don't think we should fight. Like Shakur would take it.
Throwing right there.
Yeah, Shakur. That's because he's a competitor.
Dang, so he's praising Shakur, saying Shakur a dog, and he ain't not taking the Keyshawn fight because he's scared. He's doing it because he's like looking after his little mans or whatever.
I know Shakur personally. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I feel like it's just more Keyshawn kind of established that and was like, yo, you're my brother. I don't want to fight you. Gotcha. But it's more homage and respect. And I feel like he knows he can't beat Shakur.
Boom. He knows he can't beat Shakur. So Richardson Hitchins, he was like, I'm not trying to really start no beef. I'm not really trying to speak down on their friendship. They got what they got going. But deep down inside, Keyshawn Davis knows that he cannot defeat Shakur Stevenson. And, I mean, Shakur is leading the charge with, like, plus minus, hard to corner, hard to hit. And I want to say Shakur is more of a cerebral fighter. Like, if there were going to be a fighter who fights off of emotion or, like, derails from a game plan and a strategy, out of those two, Keyshawn and Shakur, I'm thinking it's going to be Keyshawn because he be bugging his eyes out and talk about he was drinking every day in camp and mental health woes and, oh, my gosh, woe is me, and I don't know why I missed weight, and I deleted my whole team. I got to keep my – so to me, I would probably agree that I would favor Shakur over Keyshawn because I think Keyshawn – he's more in the TO lane than he isn't in terms of a very good fighter, athletic, power, explosive, but there's also a bit of wild card. Shakur, the way he fights, the way his mind is, there's no real wild card to him. You know what you're going to get, right? Now, he might oversell it and say you're going to get a knockout and then not be able to deliver that, but you get a consistent performance. And, Hitchins is saying that Keyshawn knows deep down inside he can't beat him. So he's more the one that ushered this in, not Shakur. Shakur's a dog and really would fight him. But nonetheless, it don't matter because they're both going along with it, which to me is worse for boxing. And you have a person like Hitchins who's saying the opposite. He was like, Keyshawn, I sparred him. Shakur is my homie, my man. But I told him to his face, yo, if the bag is right, we got to do it. No different than Zab Judah, Floyd Mayweather. You had Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner. They're friends. They said they would fight. Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. They had to have a conversation. There was a whole big thing about a side conversation that was being had because Sean Porter and Crawford were cool. And then guess what? After Crawford knocked out Sean Porter, you see Crawford back on the Porter Way podcast, going paintballing in Vegas with Sean Porter, still cool. That's boxing. It's a gentleman's sport. So it is what it is. Shakur and Keyshawn don't want to fight each other, and it is what it is. But the host was basically saying that Shakur's energy is he'll fight anybody and he don't care, but he's still going along with whatever this bromance thing is with Keyshawn, and that's not true. And check out my video, Keyshawn, he's jumping around, jumping for joy, and rejoicing that his amateur nemesis got beat by someone completely different, who's not DB3, is not Keyshawn, not Shakur. That behavior is weird. So watch this video. There'll be an end card at the end of this video. For more boxing news, complete breakdowns, less clickbait, less filler. I'm not giving you a bunch of bloated intros. We jumped into the video, got straight to the money. And I know I want to respect your time, 2026. If you like that style, my style, I don't watch the headlines. I create them. So subscribe. Use my link me to get to all my links. Holla at the kid. I'm out. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.